And we are wrestling with the G1 Climax 30. Be the one. This is a preview of pretty much everything G1. And it's that time of year again. Came a little late, but we're at the G1 again, Kaliko.
The fact that it's happening is like a miracle in itself. Like,
and dude, I looked at the card. That's a hell of a fucking card.
I must admit, this bracket is the most balanced bracket I've ever seen the G1 have.
I only see two matches that I'm like, that's okay, I guess. The others are really good matches.
Like, to me, usually they have, like, every year they would have a bracket of death, and then a bracket is like, This one, it is fucking balanced through and through. And that, to me, is, like, there's a case for, like, at least 12 people winning this shit. Real talk. Real talk.
I got like 4 or 6 people, but yeah.
I mean, but the way the G1 is set up and the way that they always throw randomness in it, I can add another 4. Like, easy.
No, I get it. I see what you're saying. Are they allowed the crowd back in Japan?
Yeah,
the crowd's been back in Japan.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they had the
because it's not as bad there as it is here, huh?
Yeah, they had the baseball, the show at the baseball field where Naito got the belt back. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, everything's right with the world, except for Yoshi and Taichi. Fucking, I ain't done with those bitches here.
Alright, so I'm going to name everybody from A block first. After I tell you their names, one person's name, I want maybe a comment or just maybe a sentence about that wrestler. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Alright,
let's get it.
Kota Ibushi.
You first, Clego.
Ibushi, he was the winner last year, so defending champ. You could kind of see him repeating. It'll be hella hard, but the one thing I know about the G1 is they usually don't let cats repeat, but they let them give the illusion that they could. So I feel like it's a good take in him.
Mitch.
Okay. We're on Okada, right?
No, Ibushi.
Oh, Ibushi. Sorry. Well, I thought Ibushi was probably going to be the next. Like, who won last year?
Ibushi.
Okay. Well, last year I thought Ibushi was going to win, and he did. So this year they have him against Okada in the first match. So I think that'll hold him down. Otherwise, I think he'll go far, but I don't think he'll win this year.
Jeff Cobb.
Maybe better than last year? Because it couldn't have got worse. Because Jeff Cobb kind of got it bad last year. He lost the ROH title. Then he had a shitty showing at the G1. I feel like they'll do a stronger showing, but...
Dude, his trajectory has been in the shitter, dude. Like, I have a sound effect for what I think about Jeff Cobb's chances.
No chance. That's what you got.
All right.
No chance in hell, my friend.
Keeping it classy, guys. Keeping it classy. You know what I'm looking for
here,
Kaliko? Okada.
You mean Okanos? I think he's the one this year. Because I swear to God, he can literally wipe out half the field in like 4 matches. Like, so I feel like that.
He's like the big boss in Dark Souls.
Pretty much. And I feel like to get him into the title picture, this is the only way it would make sense. So he would have to be.
He's gonna be. You know for sure he's gotta be. I do. I think he does at least.
All right. Ishii. Tomohiro.
Solid hand. I don't see him winning it.
pretty much just like I don't see much. Honestly, I don't see much in him or Minoru Suzuki. I personally think that's like one of the worst matchups in my opinion. So I mean, they're part of the good. Congratulations, they're part of the tournament, but I don't see either one of them winning.
Feels like Ishii kind of diminished over the years. He used to be a brick wall, and now he's kind of. You can kind of see the cracks.
That's what Twinkies will do to you.
Oh.
That's what being old will do to you.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell he's been eating a lot. I saw him. He used to be like just a brick house, like you said, and he got puffy over the years.
Yeah, he used to be stout. When I saw him in New Orleans, I took a picture with him.
Yeah, I remember.
And when nobody knew who the fuck he was, I was like, yo,
he was solid, dude. He was brick house, like James said.
But yeah, I see him giving a good showing, but I don't think he'll win.
Yeah, I think everyone on the tournament's gonna have a good showing, and some aspect.
They have some people
maybe
who be like,
shit's a bad, but yeah. I mean, everyone else probably.
There's a couple cats in there where you be like, fuck it, just fuck it. Why is he here? Like, why is he here? Why?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like Tai Chi for me.
See?
I don't know why the fuck Tai Chi's there. I didn't even know he existed before this.
See, Tai Chi.
Next up, Will Ospreay.
He's interesting. It's interesting he's in it because he's usually like. Last year they had him look good as the light heavyweight champ. I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do with him. Because remember, he's the guy who wrestles in 88 weight classes, but he doesn't have a definitive feud or a definitive division to go for. You know what I mean? So that's where I feel like he's the question mark.
What about you, Mitch?
I think Ospreay's going to be the standout. I think Ospreay might even win it.
No, I don't think Ospreay's going to win, but
okay, but I think he's going to be one of the 2 or 3 top. I think he's going to be in the finals, or maybe final 4 at least.
All right,
I think he's going to go far.
That's a pretty bold statement there.
Because I see what they're doing. Like when they're about to push somebody, I see what they do, and if they're doing what I think they're about to do and push Will Ospreay, then that's what they would do. That's what they did with Kota Ibushi. Or maybe they're just going to double down on Ibushi. I don't know. We'll see. I would like to see Okada coming back to form. That would be great.
Next up, Shingo Takagi.
Nah.
He's just there for Suzuki. I think they're going to run it back between him and Suzuki.
He's one of the few. He's one of the few that I'm like, why is he even there? Really?
He's there to get the win against Suzuki in the finals, so he could get his belt back.
I don't see him even matching up against Suzuki.
Well, after the Jinku Stadium show, I think a lot of people doubt that as well. And that brings us to our next contender, Minoru Suzuki, the current Never Openweight champion.
Okay, he's gonna be another in terms of like a surprise standout that someone didn't see coming. If it's not Will Ospreay, it's gonna be him.
Yeah, but I think the match, like I could name every match that matters for them in the G1. For him, it's gonna be him and Takagi, and that's gonna be the match that matters to them because determines what happens going forward.
Yeah, that's Takagi's most That's the big match for him in terms of what people care about.
Yep.
So yeah.
Current IWGP Tag Team Champion Taichi. I think we already covered that, but
yeah, I think he's trash. I don't know much about him. I've never heard much about
him. Fuck Taichi.
I heard that he rips off his pants. That's all I heard.
Fuck Taichi. That's all I need to know. Him and Yoshi, yo, they are literally the definition of 2020.
Yoshi, it's not Yoshi. the old dude from WWE, Yoshi, what's it, Tatsu?
Oh, Yoshi Tatsu? No, not that Yoshi.
Okay, because Yoshi Tatsu was there a while ago.
The Yoshi who looks like he's a Zelda reject. That guy. But no, Taichi, I think he'll do okay. I mean, he beat Naito last year, so fuck anything, cat. That was like his upset of the whole tournament. Like
true, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said, like, if there's gonna be standouts like there is usually every year, there's a surprise. Like I said, it was either gonna be Ospreay or what's his name, Suzuki. Yeah,
Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Bro, Toru Yano pinned Okada this year. I give up on life.
There you go. There you go. Yep. I hear you.
Life has no meaning anymore in New Japan. You used to, like Roddy Piper said, just when you think you got the answers, they just flip the fucking questions, and I'm God damn it.
Next up, Jay White.
It's interesting how they're going to push Jay White, because Jay White was supposed to have been like this de facto leader, and then Evil kind of jumped in and took the spot, and they always have a Gaijin that just stands out, and he was the guy last year. So how he does in this tournament determines how New Japan looks at him.
Yeah, I think Will Ospreay, even though Will Ospreay is British, I think he takes over that slot from Jay. They're both British. Yeah, I think Ospreay takes it. So I think he takes that spot of doing good in the tournament.
And lastly, to finish off the block, Yujiro Takahashi.
Next.
That's it.
He's old hat, man. Takahashi's old hat. I'm kind of wait, is it Takahashi or Tanahashi? Hold on.
It's Yujiro. I think it's Tanahashi as well.
Hiroshi?
No, Yujiro.
Yujiro.
Oh, Yojiro. I have Tanahashi on here.
He's on B block.
Takahashi, hold on.
Yeah, you're thinking.
Okay, I see him. Yujiro Takahashi. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said next.
Next.
Yeah, it's the old Bullet Club Blackie. Yeah.
Yeah, he's only there because Bad Luck Fale isn't.
Yeah, I honestly, he's the equivalent of like Vincent from the NWO back in the day. He's like the lackey.
One thing that I find incredibly interesting is Minoru Suzuki is the only singles champion in the A block. So, usually you have all champions represented. The World Heavyweight, Intercontinental, United States, never.
Suzuki's getting old, man. And he looks like it's me, but...
But, now it kind of seems like we're only going for the IWGP in this tournament because Naito kind of holds everything, right, Kaliko?
That's what it seems like, yeah.
And I think we lost Kaliko for the moment.
There's no rush. It's all good. We can wait.
Kaluto!
Alright, go ahead. We can cover this.
So, now we have, obviously Shingo was there for the win over Suzuki. I kind of see that maybe Jeff Cobb or Will Ospreay also gets a win over Suzuki. And maybe,
I don't see Jeff Cobb getting a win over many people, to be honest with you. I don't see him going very far. Well, Ospreay maybe. I can agree with you there.
I see Jeff Cobb being able to beat 3 people in this tournament, and
I saw two.
I see him beating Yujiro, I see him beating Taichi, and I see him beating Suzuki.
Suzuki? No, that's where we did. Oh wait, hold on. Which Suzuki?
There's only
they have. Oh, Minoru.
Yeah.
Minoru.
Minoru. Suzuki.
Okay, I can see that. I thought you meant Sasaki.
There is no Sasaki in the tournament.
Oh, what's his name? Hold on. Oh my god, I'm having trouble with these Japanese names. Hold on. Hold on. I got the list. I'll find it. Just give me 1 second. Sonata! Sorry.
Sonata's in B block, damn it.
Okay, but that's what I meant. The Sonata, I'm just saying. That's what I thought we were talking about. Sorry.
Yeah, Sonata's in B block.
Okay, well that's what Sonata, Sakushi, Suzuki. They're all
yeah, they all sound alike. Yeah, I know, bro. I know.
Sonata.
Because it's funny, because I used to confuse...
Takahashi!
Yeah, I used to confuse Tokyo Pimp with fucking Ticking Time Bomb. So I feel you.
Well, this is how you distinguish. Sonata's a car and Suzuki's a piano.
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, nobody got time for that bullshit. But no, I agree with you. Maybe he can, Suzuki. I can see, but I don't see him beating Sonata. If they were on the same block, but they're not.
So wait a minute. Who he said he was gonna beat? Who's gonna beat who? Let me get. I just got.
He said Jeff Cobb would beat Suzuki, Taishi, and who?
And Yujiro.
Yujiro, yes.
Taichi, yes.
Taichi's maybe at this point.
No, I say yes. I see Taichi jobbing.
I see Jeff. So, yeah, Tokyo Pimp, yes. Taichi, maybe. Suzuki, hell no.
That was the one that I was questioning. I thought he meant Sonata, but even when I was like maybe, but more than I thought with Sonata, that's questionable.
Because to think if Jeff Cobb beats him, that basically means he's going to get a title shot. And I don't see him getting a title shot.
I see Cobb beating two people. I see him beating two people at best.
Then why the hell did he come to Japan to be in this tournament if he was just going to job to literally everybody in the block?
Fuck, Juice Robinson was jobbing everybody before he became who the fuck he was. Like, that's called paying dues, fam. That's paying your fucking dues.
Dude, that was pre-COVID, though. Like, I mean,
but everyone has paid their dues. They all have, like a lot of people have.
I'm talking about the Japanese style of paying dues.
Okay. Well, there are people like Okada who have played due after due after due already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he's established. But for those
people, yes.
For those who are established and trying to establish themselves, because the problem is Jeff Cobb is known in the wrestling community. He ain't known in the Japanese community, and that's a big fucking difference.
Oh, big time.
Cool. All right. That being said,
that's why, real quick, that's why I don't see him succeeding over there, personally.
I'm going to be fair, and I'm going to ask both of you, who do you think is going to be the top two from A block? Mitch?
Top two from A. Hold on, let me go to my blocks. Okay, that's B. Let me go to A. Okay, the top two, did you say?
Yeah, the top two.
I mean, look. Okada. Oh my god, Okada and Ibushi. And then Ospreay right behind them. Okada and Ibushi.
Okay, out of Okada and Ibushi, who wins A block?
Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, I could see them having Ibushi getting close to winning it again. Because I think, isn't that kind of a gimmick they're going with?
Yeah, it's always a gimmick.
They did it with. I think the only person that they didn't do that with.
So I think it's gonna be Ibushi, and I think he barely wins over Okada.
Huh.
So Ibushi.
But only if they're doing that gimmick. Otherwise, I would go the other way and go with Okada because I want to see Okada win personally. But that's what I think they're gonna do.
Okay, so you're going.
I think they're going to go with Ibushi. I would like Okada to win, personally.
Fair enough. What about you, Kaliko? Who's the top 2 point getter in A Block?
This is tough.
I know,
feel
right?
Okada would be one. And to me, I think the toss up is going to be the wild card is Ibushi and Jay White.
Oh wow, you think it's Jay White? I see. I think Will Ospreay's taking that the foreigner role.
And the reason I say that because Jay White was in the semis, so it wasn't like, and he was one of those Final Four dudes
he was in the finals,
from Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah,
huh?
He was in the finals.
That's my point. And they usually allow the runner up to come back and win it because if you think
but there's been a different trajectory. He's gone way down, like from where he was.
True, but my thing is this: he's gonna have to come up, and the only way for him to come up is to come out of this G1 as the champ.
Usually, they put a gimmick behind someone who goes far, and he doesn't have really anything going on right now.
Now, this is why I say it's imperative that he wins, because keep in mind,
career probably, but doesn't mean Japan's behind it.
Not even in his career, but just in the way the factions are built. Think about it. He was the guy. Evil comes in, beats the man, and becomes the champ. So he has to submit himself as, you're here, but I'm the guy.
Right.
So that's why I think the G1, him winning the G1,
maybe. Okay, I see. That's a storyline. Okay.
And that, I think, because remember, Bullet Club's been going through this internal strife. And that's where I think that story is going to develop, especially when Evil joined the Bullet Club. Jay White was nowhere to be seen. Evil wins the belt for the summer. Jay White's like, yo, I'm the man. And that's where I think maybe Jay White could stand out on his own a little bit, but
oh yeah, you know what? You said top 2. I'm going to do a top 3 for Block A and Block B. My top 3 is Okada, Ibushi, Ospreay for Block A.
Okay, I think it'll be Okada, Jay White, and I think Jay White gets it. As much as I love Okada, and I think my common sense is telling me he's winning, but he gains nothing from winning it. I feel like Jay White being the second Gaijin to win it would be a bigger deal than Okada winning.
I agree with Kaliko. My guys are Jay White and Okada, and I see Jay White taking the A block. At the start of when they announced everybody, I was kind of fuzzy on Jay White because of, if you asked me last year who was going to win this G1, I would have said right off the bat Jay White. Obviously, a lot of crap has happened since then. Not in wrestling, but in the world in general. So, and plans change, and I think that was most evident during the summer with Naito and Evil. But I think that the G1 is where plans go back on track and they give Jay White the A block. My personal feelings, though.
Yeah, because think about it. His climax was night 1 Wrestle Kingdom. And he really didn't. He got a chance to shine. But shit happens. And that makes me wonder, was the Evil title win meant for Jay White?
Right.
Because that sounds like something they would do. Because remember, Jay White did win the belt and then lose it after the first defense. So it would have made sense for Jay White to be a transitional champ.
It does. We're gonna go to the B block now, and we're gonna do the same thing we did with A block. Just give me one word or one thought on the wrestlers. First up, Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Overdone, overplayed. I'm sick of him. I hope he's still here. I don't know why, but I think he's like the 2000s epitome. Like he's epitome of the 2000 early 2000s. But he's not in his time anymore.
Trying to say he's like the Japanese wrestling version of Ja Rule or something? Like what?
I didn't say that. He's more like the Japanese version of John Cena.
Yeah, he
out
is.
of his time.
That is true. He is the Japanese John Cena. I think he'll look good. He was close to winning the block last year.
I mean, he's still, they still like him, and he's still. Me personally, I'm over him.
He's a name, so
right.
He'll put on
like
good
I said,
matches,
he carried the company in the 2000s when before it was NJPW today. You know.
Yeah. Right. So I think he'll do good. He'll do decent.
Before it was popular.
He'll do the usual Tanahashi.
Next up.
I remember those days. Anyways.
Juice Robinson.
Interesting pick. Because think about it. Juice kind of had a decent G1 last year, all things considered. I mean, I felt like his match last year was against Moxley, and they never got to like finish that, and that's where I think it fucked him up.
Right.
I think he'll have a decent showing. I think he'll beat Yoshi.
Everybody's going to beat Yoshi.
He'll beat Yano, and I could maybe see him beating Goto too. But yeah, aside from that, I don't see him going far.
Fair enough. Next up, Goto.
Yeah.
He's a former G1 winner, but
I don't see anything in him.
That's about it.
I don't see anything in him. I really don't.
That's about it.
He's just a normal wrestler. He's just a pale like bologna sandwich normal old wrestler.
He's more of the never open weight anyway to me.
Yeah, well, I mean that's kind of like what Will Ospreay was, but yeah.
If he was in the A block,
well, at least Will Ospreay. The one thing that Will Ospreay has on him is Will Ospreay. His style can adapt to any division, and I feel like
that's true.
Goto's just stuck in one division, and that's where it's just like fuck.
I agree with you.
I mean, I could see Goto, if he was in A block, maybe getting a winner over Suzuki and get a title shot. But
what? What are you smoking?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him.
That would
I don't put it past him.
That's not happening, obviously. So
I think that would be retarded.
It would be, but I don't put it past the ass.
Alright, so next up is Toru Yano. Keep in mind that he had last year.
He is the king of pro wrestling.
He's the worst one in Block B.
The fucking king of pro wrestling.
The worst one in Block B. He's the Santino Marella of this.
Okay, but he gets wins though. He gets fucking wins.
Yeah.
He gets dubs. I don't know how. He gets dubs.
Look at his picture. He looks like a goofball, dude.
Last year in the G1, we were counting him out. He beat John Moxley. He beat Tetsuya.
Oh my! Are you fucking kidding me?
He beat Moxley.
He beat Naito.
Wow, they're smoking something. They're smoking something funky over there.
He beat Naito.
He had the 3 best wins in the G1. Yes.
Wow.
He beat the
then why the fuck does he have a picture with him doing the fucking duck face with his lips like a dumbass?
I'm telling you,
he don't look like a wrestler.
Like, and that's why if he was in a match with him, he would beat you. Because you underestimated him.
We say the same thing. I'm like, bro.
That's stupid. That is bad commercial advertising over your wrestlers. Holy shit.
Bro, he gets he looks funny as shit, but he gets dubs, yo.
Yeah, he looks like a dub. They made him look like a jobber in his picture. They absolutely
he looks up. You look like last year we were like,
he looks like a comedy wrestler.
Last year, that boy wasn't doing shit. We looked up; he had 3 dubs and 3 good dubs.
Yeah,
and
but I'm
like,
just saying the picture they use makes him look like a comedy wrestler. I'm just saying.
Well,
no, because he is a comedy wrestler.
But well, there you go.
And that's the point. And that's the point we're making. Because the G1, he had 6 points, but his 6 points was better than anybody else's 10, and that was the worst. That was the worst. Because how many people?
That was hilarious to me. Oh my god!
There was not a lot of people that could say that they beat Moxley, Naito, and fucking.
That's ridiculous of NJPW management to have him go over Moxley. That's ridiculous.
Bro. And the weirdest part is every time he goes over, you know what he's gonna do. He goes over with the low blow the schoolboy, and it's just fucking like.
I just thought of something. You know, that's how the Yakuza's involved. They have Yano winning.
That dude,
like, I'm joking.
I can't like this year. I gotta take him serious because he'll fuck around and
he
fuck up somebody's tournament.
Yakuza. Watch,
he's a blockbuster.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's NJPW and Yakuza ties, so it wouldn't surprise me.
And he's the king of pro wrestling, so shit can really go down.
James is like, let's stop talking about the Yakuza.
Hey, man.
It's a video game too, man.
hey, I take him serious this year. I'm
just saying, it's a common word nowadays with the video game and everything.
Somebody you should be taking seriously, Yoshihashi.
Fuck him. Fuck him. I didn't
know sentiments exactly too.
Fuck him. Don't even, man, please. The fact he's got a belt says it all. He should just be happy he's the champion.
And that brings us to the current IWGP and Intercontinental Champion, Tetsuya Naito.
Yep, he's Pimp Daddy of him and Evil are the tops of this bracket, in my opinion.
Stone Cold Steve Austin of New Japan right now. I think he will not win it because somebody's gonna beat him, and I think the match for him is him and Evil and him versus Tanahashi. I think those two are gonna be his biggest matches.
Are we gonna go ahead, sorry.
Because to me, last year he kind of went in it like his story arc was he was half-assing it, and he had to bust his ass to get back in it. And I think this year, him going in as the champ, it kind of makes him a little bit more serious, especially considering that he lost the way that he lost the belt, and now he had to fight to get it back. So I think he'll look better, but I don't think he'll win it.
You know, it seems like
No, go ahead. I'll wait.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say, if you wanted us to say our picks, like I know you said 2, but I'm going with 3 because there's someone on the side that I'm just having trouble leaving out. And I know I said Sonata, and I still believe Sonata will go far. He might beat the others except maybe Zack Sabre, but maybe even him, maybe Tanahashi has trouble with. But my top 3 are Naito, Evil, and Kenta.
Well, we're gonna get to those guys as we continue doing the.
Oh, did we not say him yet? Oh, fuck.
So what I was saying about Naito was, he's always been better on the chase. Whenever he has the belt, he kind of gets complacent, and that's kind of the reason he always loses it. It kind of seems now he has like a fire up his ass, and we're kind of seeing the Naito of old, who will cut you off with his tongue before the match even starts. So I'm really excited to see what he might have in store. And that brings us to his partner in LIJ, Sonata.
Sonata, man. I I'm gonna go reverse psychology. I'm just gonna say he ain't gonna do shit just to hope that he wins the G1 because they always put Sonata in some other bullshit. This is his best chance to do it. If he doesn't do it this year, he ain't gonna do it. But I don't see it. I just it breaks my heart to say that. It breaks my fucking heart to say that. But I don't see it in the cards this year. The best shot was like last year because he was coming off the G1 semis and he was kind of looking good as a singles competitor. But now it's like,
What about you,
and
Mitch?
and that just hurts.
Repeat that. What?
Sonata.
Oh, my opinion on Sonata. I really like Sonata, and I think aside from the top three, I already said I think he'll be the fourth stand out of Block B. So yeah.
Next up, IWGP Tag Team Champion, Zack Sabre Jr.
He's that sneaky dude. He'll fuck around and get like 10 wins and you don't even, or at least 10 points and you don't even think about it. So to me, it's that's where it's like, That's why I'm picky on him, but he ain't gonna win it. But I think he'll be in the middle of the pack.
Sounds about right. Any comments, Mitch?
I'm sorry. Repeat that. I'm doing two things at once.
Zack Sabre Jr.
I know you hate him, but I've always liked not the person maybe, but his in ring technical ability. I've always liked Zack Sabre Jr.'s wrestling, so I see him winning a few matches, but nothing more than that.
This is where it gets interesting. Kenta.
Yeah. I see him going very far. I see him, like I said, it's going to be him, Evil, and Naito in the B bracket vying for it. It's going to be those three.
And, and we'll get into this a little later, I could have saw Kenta winning the whole G1 tournament.
Me too. Me too. That's why I have him up there.
But he also won the New Japan Cup of America, and I don't think they're going to give him 2 tournaments in a row.
There's a difference in the tournaments, but I don't think that has half the honor and esteem that this tournament has.
Oh, absolutely not. And the story is there. But
right.
I don't see.
And I can see them doing it. Kenta, they need a new star, so I could see them doing it. Well, I mean, he's always been a star, but for Noah,
But I don't see. I mean, if they're going with one Bullet Club guy, I see them going with Jay White rather than.
See, Kenta. I see if they're going with one Bullet Club guy, Kenta or Evil, not Jay White. Evil or Kenta, one of those two.
The only reason I would say not Evil is because Evil won the belt, and to me, that was more impressive than winning the G1. So I think he was already kind of set. So that's the only reason I don't see Evil doing it. Kenta, they hate him, but he just like James just said, he just won a tournament. So I don't see him running 2 in a row. This is like, this bracket is really tough to call. But if Jay White goes over, why wouldn't it be against Evil? And that's where I think the faction war can get really, really into it.
And that actually brings us to our last competitor in the B block, Evil. That's going to be a real interesting match with Kenta. Because obviously Kenta is
you know what?
Established Bullet Club.
You know what? I see Kenta beat. I think Kenta can beat Evil.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think it's gonna happen. I think Kenta's gonna get the win over Evil.
What I'm alluding to is,
it's possible.
I think it's gonna happen. I'm saying it.
What I'm alluding to is, I've been.
They always have a standout surprise
for a little while now, and who the fuck is this guy that came for a cup of coffee and now thinks he's king shit because he won the championship?
And then, they established Jay White, and then they established Evil, and Jay White died down. Sometimes they'll end a push of someone to begin a push of someone else, just out of the blue, out of nowhere. And so they've done it before.
But I think to me, I think that story is the story. The fact that Evil's like, bro, I'm the leader because I was the champ.
Even though Evil, yes, I agree with you.
Even though, no, I'm talking about like a three-way triangle between him, Kenta, Evil, and Jay White.
Oh, that'll work too.
Because to me, all three of them were recent members.
That works. You're right.
Jay White was the former champ.
Right.
Evil's a former champ. Kenta, not so much. So
not in NJPW, right?
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like
he was
everyone that joined Bullet Club initially benefited from winning a title, except for him.
Right.
I mean, he won the Never Championship.
I mean, I don't really. Come on.
That doesn't really count.
Come on, bro. And I'm talking about the main championship, not no fucking bullshit. But I feel like there's something there, some kind of friction there to be had with Bullet Club.
Definitely. All right. That being said, you already said who you thought was going to win B Block match. Could you reiterate that for a moment?
The B Block, the people at the top of B Block?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna out of these three people, the winner will be out of these three. Naito, Evil, and who was the third? I closed my window. I'm sorry. Who was the third that I said?
Kenta.
I think it was Kenta.
Yes, Kenta, Evil, and Naito. So.
All right. And who's your top two, Kaliko?
I'd say Naito and Evil, because that's the story this year.
I think Kenta's going to be injected. It might even be the three-way for the Bullet Club situation.
And I feel like it'll be a three-way. And I feel like Kenta would help Evil.
They'll build it into a three-way rivalry, right?
Kenta will help Evil, and Evil will fuck around and have to fight Jay White, and that's where shit is going to go downhill. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay. I can see that happening.
So you're going with Naito and Evil?
Yeah. Because that's basically, when you look at it, like, Kenta's, yeah, he's there, but those two are head and shoulders above, as far as this year. Well, those two in that block are head and shoulders above everybody else.
We all have difference in opinions when it comes to B Block, which is interesting because B Block last year we had a lot of different opinions as well. I'm going with Sonata and Kenta. And
no, the fuck you did say Sonata. Don't be jinxing my boy, man. Don't be jinxing.
Wow.
And I say to win the whole effing B Block.
I hope Sonata goes far, but I just don't think he's gonna get past Kenta, Evil, and Naito.
I say the winner of the B Block is Sonata, and he fights Jay White in the finals.
That's not gonna happen. But okay. I don't think that'll happen.
That shit could happen.
I don't think. I personally don't. In my opinion, I don't think it will happen. We'll see. Crazy as hell.
He had it right last. He had the finals right last year.
I know, but I think that it's died down, and I don't think they're gonna give it back to him.
In your opinion, Mitch, who's winning B Block?
I think with the whole mix-up of the Evil Ken to the Jay White, I think that gets involved, and it costs them all to where Naito wins it.
So Naito wins B Block.
Yes.
And Kalika?
It's so fucking confusing. My mind is telling me Naito.
But my body's telling me it can't.
My body's telling me Sonata. but you know what? I'm gonna go with Naito, and the only reason I say that is because if Jay White is the win, if Jay White is the win, it have to be some bullshit. Or no, you know what? Let me reverse that. Evil, because I think Evil and Jay White would be the final, and that's where shit's gonna hit the fan.
Well, I only went with Sonata because I didn't feel that they would do an all Bullet Club final. It's never been New Japan style to go all one faction.
That is true, but I feel like there's some because usually when you have a faction, people have their roles and they know what titles they're going to go for.
Right.
Bullet Club is not in that fit, and I think this is something where it could show like who is the fucking man of Bullet Club. Is it Jay White or is it fucking Evil? Because Evil made an argument like, bitch, I beat Naito. Like, I did something you couldn't do. And to me, Jay White, especially with Jay White having really, I feel like him being a gaijin and having to fight even harder, that's the name that's like popping out that's coming out of nowhere. Because no one's thinking nothing of Jay White right
now. Alright, so we got our A block winners and our B block winners. Mitch, who wins the whole effing show?
Oh, shit. So, I said, okay, I gotta choose between Okada and Ibushi because I said Ibushi, I think the office wants Ibushi. But I want Okada. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with Okada. So, Okada, Naito. Ooh, baby.
Okay.
Wow,
Okada.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
Dude, I ran into a
Welcome to our lives.
Hold on, let me think. I need a little bit of time to think about this. Hold on.
Well,
hey, take 5. Take 5. Take 5.
Kaliko, you want to say who you think's gonna win? Well, Mitch thinks this.
Yeah, go ahead. Buy me some time, buddy.
Jay White. It's hard, but I'm just gonna throw it in the wind. Jay White.
Who does he beat in your bracket?
I think he'll beat Evil.
Okay.
Because I think I think that's where the.
I was just asking what your bracket was. Yeah.
Because they've been teasing that shit for a minute, so that's the only reason I even think that. Bullet Club is not the same as it used to be anymore.
And I'm going with Jay White for A block, Sonata for B block. Jay White wins the whole thing.
Holy fuck.
I feel.
Wow, that's a Jay White feeling here.
I'm not even a Jay White fan, but
well, people who believe in him at least. Okay.
I just believe in him because the story makes sense.
Okay, let me ask you something. This will help me make my decision. Story-wise, what's Okada been involved in? Like, is Naito the big name story-wise now, or what?
Yeah.
So with Okada was involved in this shit of setting up the King of Pro Wrestling, and they kind of made it seem like he was going to be the de facto guy. Makes sense because he's fucking Naito.
Right.
And then they had the tournament. He loses the finals to fucking Toru Yano. So
oh my god.
That is why. That's
I mean,
why.
Naito wins it. They have him lose to the fucking Yano.
That's why I said 2020. 2020 is like, yo.
There's not been no Okada's year, basically.
And keep in mind that.
And if that's the case, I'm gonna go with Naito.
So you're saying the champion wins the G1 this year?
Yeah.
They've done it before, and he could fit.
They've done it before.
It's true.
It's damn true.
All right.
Nice pun.
I just wanted to say that.
And we will have the first set of results of the G1 next week. And we'll do a preview of night 5, 6, 7, whatever many days there's between.
Nights and days is gonna be in this bitch, yes.
This Saturday from next Saturday. So until then, we shall conclude our coverage of the G1 Climax. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox. And if you want to join in on the conversation, we're always willing to talk a little wrestling. You can find me at JamesJ993. Where can they find Kaliko?
I'm Kaliko. And yeah, if you saw me like running around, yeah, that was nuts. Except for the one dude, the one guy who was looking like he was ready to help me hunt somebody down. I was like, okay, all right. He's like, what? He owe you money? I was like, shit, what if he did? but yeah, I am Kaliko, man. Hit me up.
And where could they find Mitch Mayhem if Mitch Mayhem tweeted?
They can find me at Mitch Mayhem X. If I have reason to get on Twitter, I get on fucking Twitter. But it's usually not a reason other than like one or two. And I keep in contact with you, so.
And for Kaliko Yachts, Mitch Mayhem, Scooter Dust, I am James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Nah.